I'd like to take a little more time and explain each of the story elements to you in more detail. Let's first of all consider plot. Plot is really what happens in the story. It's the sequence of events. It's the action of the story. And plot has quite a few subsets too. We have drama and cliffhangers and mystery. There's a lot of nuances and a lot of cool things that authors can do to expand the plot and make the plot more interesting as we go along, depending on the different genres or areas of the story, types of stories. But actually, plot is a timeline, a sequence of events. First this happens, and then that happened, and that caused this to happen. So you can think of plot as being like a timeline of the action of the story. I can't completely talk about plot without introducing character into this as well. So let me pull off these other things just for a moment, these other elements, and I'm going to talk about plot and character. For our discussion of plot, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about characters. I want to talk about the protagonist and the character that's the antagonist. Because we are dealing with plot in the sequence of events, and all stories have some kind of problem or conflict, some of the characters have to be the ones that are dealing with the problem or conflict. The protagonist in the story is the character that has the problem. The antagonist of the story makes the problem. I'm simplifying this, but if you are able to get your child to understand that protagonist has a problem, antagonist makes the problem, the comprehension of the story will be easier for your child to understand. The nuances they'll get into later, but if they understand the macro of this, this will take them a long way as they get more experienced as reader. So plot deals with a story having a problem. There's really not a very much interest in the story if there's not some conflict or some problem that's being solved. The characters then are either have the problem, or they make, or there's a character that has the problem, there's a character that makes the problem. And sometimes the protagonist and antagonist are the same if the person who has the problem has made their own situation worse.